For the first part of your homework tonight, you had to evaluate logarithms with variables given certain values for those terms. So you had log 3 equals a, log of 5 equals b, and log of 10 equals 1. So that doesn't mean you're going to wind up completely without numbers. It just means that you're going to have a combination of a, b, and some numbers as coefficients, or just as standalone values. So we'll do number 7, the log of 25 over 9. And you're really going to be using your laws of logarithms and exponents for this. So we have, this would be log of 25 over 9. Now anytime you have division, that means you're subtracting your two logarithms. So that's going to turn into log of 25 minus log of 9. And I know that 25 can be arrived at with 5 squared. So that's going to be log of 5 squared minus, and then 9 is 3 squared. And now I'm going to use another law of, or properties of logarithms, to where I know I can move my exponent to become the coefficient of the logarithm. So this will now be 2 times the logarithm of 5 minus 2 times the logarithm of 3. And now we know that log of 5 is b, so I'm just going to replace that with b. And the log of 3 is a, and this will be 2b minus 2a. So you do have numbers in there, but you evaluated those logarithms with your variables that you were given over here. And this one example should really help with that whole section of problems, because you just find out what values times what values and then use your properties of logarithms. So if you're multiplying two terms, you're going to add. If you're dividing two terms, you're going to subtract your logarithms and then go from there. The next type of problem you had is this e to the x minus 2 equals 8.4, and you have to solve for x. Now, as the problem's written, there's really no way you can solve for x exactly at this point. So what you need to do is we need to get rid of the e. That's the main thing. So how you do that is by taking the natural log of both terms. So I'm going to take the natural log of e to the x minus 2 equals the natural log of 8.4. Now here's where I can use those properties of logarithms again. This is my exponent, so I can move this out to the front. So I have x minus 2 times the natural log of e equals the natural log of 8.4. And another thing that you just need to memorize, the natural log of e is always 1, and x minus 2, or the quantity of x minus 2 times 1 is just going to be x minus 2 equals the natural log of 8.4. And then I just solve for x. You add 2 to both sides. Add 2 to both sides. Now, this natural log of 8.4 is its own value, so you can't just do 8.4 plus 2. You have to keep them separate until the very end. So what I would do is in your calculator, find an approximated value of the natural log of 8.4, and then add it to 2 and round to however many digits, and then you'll have your final answer.